Hopefully we have all of our problems fixed. Looks like stream has been holding steady, so I think I fixed it. Hopefully for the last time. I love this game. I've played it on stream before, but yeah, it's fights in tight spaces. Fun little deck builder with some fun action. This is the game I was playing a lot while I was away from making videos. Oh my goodness. I don't know why. That was the backhand of the gods. Just gonna be repositioning this turn. Hey there, Captain. Yeah, they telegraph everything they're gonna do, but you can take advantage of that. Like, this guy's gonna attack like 2 squares out, and I can shove his friend into that line of fire, and he's gonna have a bad day. Yeah, they are pretty determined to kill me. I'm not really sure what I did to tick them off as much as I did, but you know. I think we want to upgrade our separate, because we want to make sure we're dealing pretty quick damage. And we want to, no big places that we want to go yet. The things I always look out for are battles that allow us to increase our resources. Since we only got 3, we gotta be pretty careful about what we're spending on, especially because I picked some very costly stuff. We're gonna throw him in the way of his bullet. Enjoy. Throw some pockets in. Shove them. Ooh, we just broke that man. Alright, now we just got big man. Whoops. Stepped a little too far. Throw some caltrops on the ground. And a nice big kick. Sand in the face. Let's get throat punch. Oh, yeah. Let's gain 50 bucks. So we're about to hit the gym again. We're gonna make it so our jumping back kick here is just like a haymaker of an attack. I really like the game just due to the strategic elements of it. It's nice and fast-paced. It can feel really satisfying to pull off a lot of the combos in this game. Caltrops on the ground, and then watch this lady shoot this other guy. Yeah, she's dead too. we definitely broke her neck. Yeah, we can go with quick strike. Do we want to risk it with double events? Bluffing. Well, upgrade. Well, you have a good night, Captain. Glad you enjoy the content. Thanks for stopping by. Glad to have you here for the funny. I think we just backstep over here. Stand in front of this gun for me. Yeah, I love this game. Check my watch. He's trying to do something. Oh, he's trying to summon reinforcements. But what if I throw sand in your face? And then what if I kick you into the bar? Oh, alright. This is an easy one. Extra resources, please. Okay, we just 100 to 0 that guy. We're gonna put him in the way of the other guy. This guy's way. Pummel that man. I do like card games, as it turns out. Yeah, I like Slay the Spire. I like Yu-Gi-Oh! This game I love a lot though. They have so many different ways you can build a deck. Like, the game comes with, I think it's like 8 different styles that you can build your starting deck from, and they're all pretty varied. Like, they have one that's, of course, like, balanced. They have a pure offense one that's a pure defense where all you do is, like, block, but you hit someone every time they hit you. They have a knife build where you can just move around super fast and stab people. They recently added a dog support to the game, so you run around and fight alongside a dog. They added a gunslinger one, which is definitely unfair when most people are, like, throwing fists at you. But you're outnumbered, so you kind of need whatever you can get. We don't want to kill yellow guy here. We're supposed to keep him alive. Unfortunately, our caltrops do not discriminate. Shove him here so he hits that guy in the back of the head. We're gonna give him a nice elbow to soften him up. There he goes. Oh shit, my friend moved in front of me. Ah. That guy's jaw is shattered. We upgrade our other jab. One more combo. Alright, we got the prison chef after us. We probably stole some food. That's the story I'm choosing to believe right now. This is really unfortunate positioning for them. Cause like, I'm just gonna like throw some fists and step out of the way. He can shoot the others. Get that guy out of the way. We're not done with you. Throw more sand in your face. And let's actually invest in some extra strength. Welcome back, Spearmint. Hey, if you could, you just go over there, please. Go ahead and shoot that guy. And bonk him on the head. Have some sand. Have a punch to the face. Have another punch to the face. Your friend's gonna shoot you. Sorry. Bye. Hey, Liv. That sounds awesome, Spearmint. Kick, punch, it's all on the money. Palm strike. Do we randomly grab a knife? Nah. We'll go this way. Oh yeah, we can get away with this. pummeled into the ground. Ooh. Steel Self is a good card. It's hard to pass that one up. Just double our damage for... Oh! Alright. Our path is decided. We gotta go to this prison walkway, because we can get more resources there. I guess that works. Throw a haymaker at someone. He's running. Clinic we go. Protect the yellow guy. Sorry, yellow guy. You're gonna be eating some damage at the start. I can't really do anything about it. Stop stabbing him. Alright, cool. What did I just say? I'm not really sure what his pathing was supposed to be there, but... Okay, yellow guy got to live. We saved him. Alright, cool. Here comes the exciting mission. Because if we beat this fast enough, I think... Yeah, 8 turns. If we beat this fast enough, we get extra resources. Could you shoot him for me, please? Thank you. Okay. Not quite the positioning I was hoping for, but what's the order here? Okay. We'll do this then. Glad you've been enjoying the stream. Yeah, I like to do nice chill streams. Oh, cool. Thanks. You just totally set yourself up for me. Bye. We got 4 turns. We should cleanly get this. Let's just haymaker this guy into the wall. Goodbye. Alright, cool. More resources to play with. And we have a decent amount of money, so let's upgrade Steel Self. Now we can make our next 2 attacks deal double damage. And let's make Vault free. We're gonna want a decent amount of money for Unleash eventually, but we're in pretty good shape right now. I will be right back though, guys. 1 sec. Okay, we're back. Hello, Renman. Oh, the YouTube settings were giving me issues with the stream. I kept getting like drop frames. I was streaming earlier with Slay the Spire, but it was being difficult. It is called Fights in Tight Spaces, Scorpion. It is a deck builder. You're one person against many. Oh, is this guy cooked? Oh, he's cooked. Bye. Yes. Perfect stand-in for YouTube settings. Combo never drops below 1, that's fine. We won't have a lot of money, but... Gonna double stun this ninja. Sand in the eyes, punch to the throat. Bad day for him. It does today. Okay, this is awkward, actually. I have to move back. I don't have a good set of cards to advance on them without taking damage. I guess we're gonna have to lure them a little further back. Okay, there we go. You're trapped in here with me. I kind of want to get Rising Knee because it's a lot of fun. I'm gonna get it because it's a lot of fun. Alright, this guy I have to watch out for because he can counter. But I can also just punch him in the throat right now and stun him. And then not have to worry about it. Yeah, he's got a wide brim hat. Oh. You wanna step here? Cool. Bye, guy. Off the bridge you go. You make this into a wall. Don't worry, I wasn't meaning to kick you off a bridge. I don't do that to my viewers. I will bully this guy, though. Farewell to you. You can go off the building. Or awkwardly land on your head. Okay. Okay, we got a little bit of money. Just shy of being able to upgrade Unleash. Oh well. And even shyer of being able to upgrade Rising Knee. I think we'll just skip this time. Oh, is that another momentum boost? Don't mind if I do. Oh no, it's a drunken master. Oh, you picked a bad place to stand, man. Told you. Sure hope your friend doesn't stab you. This game is a lot of fun. Oh. I may have tricked them into doing some foolish stuff. I have not watched the latest episode of Animation. big archetype lore. What's considered big multi-archetype lore? Ooh, yeah, let's upgrade a card. We'll get Rising Strength upgrade for free, because that's normally very expensive. It wasn't quite a free upgrade. I had to pay like 10 of my HP. Get away with window. Out. Yep. Goodbye. Out the window with you. Oh, if Albez qualifies, then there would be Albez. Oh my god. I shoved him so hard. I have never seen that card before. Ancient Gears are awesome. When my friends and I got back into Yu-Gi-Oh!, the first 3 structure decks we picked up was I picked up Warrior's Triumph. Another friend of mine picked up Harpies, and then Ancient Gears my brother picked up. Stab him so he doesn't punch me. Thanks, buddy. Get off the map. Onto the tracks. So, I've mentioned it before. Yeah, that's kind of a bit of my problem. Is like at the moment, I already included a lot. Like I actually never even originally intended to include 5Ds in it also, but things were taken off, and like I thought up like, oh, I could definitely like include them like in this paradox thing I'm doing. So like I brought the 5Ds cast in, but like they're the last group like I'm familiar with. So yeah, I do think it would be probably a little too bloated. That guy kicked his friend in the back of the head. Back here. This. Gonna lose most of our health to the spiked armor on that guy and get a bunch of it back. I think we don't really want distraction because we're not doing a whole lot of blocking, so I think we'll just get recover HP. Oh, that was your favorite video? That's like... that one's like, I feel... I I've been thinking about doing like a sequel video to that one, but simultaneously, sometimes I feel like I'm not sure if that's necessarily what people subscribe to me for, and there are like far more educated people than me on that stuff. Oh. Goodbye. Out the elevator. It's true. I've thought about it. We'll have to see. The paradoxical duels were fun. It took me a while to write out, and I I felt like insane because it was so much work writing those out. Because I try to really, like, I really want the duels that I write to make sense, and I want them to, like, be, like, fun character-wise. And I also don't want anyone looking bad, unless it would be the point. But, you know, most of the characters I write for are, you know, pretty well-known duelists. So it doesn't make a ton of sense for them to, like, do like really bad plays. I think I've probably made some mistakes in a few of my videos, like somewhere, but I definitely do my best to try to make sure that doesn't happen. Paradox was funny, just coming up with all the like just guessing what kind of Yu-Gi-Oh mechanics are going to exist in the future. So, funny story about that. That actually wasn't originally in the script. What happened was I recorded the footage, and I realized I had messed up somewhere, and I was like, oh. Actually, like when I was watching it back, I was like, actually, they could just win here. And they'd be winning earlier than I wanted them to because I had a certain ending I wanted to do. And I was like, well, wait, you know, he's already being a Salt Lord. I can just switch it so I can just edit the footage, make it so he is like, okay, well, I don't want to lose. I'm here trying to save the world. So I'll just make it so he already hacked their duel disc to upgrade it, so he can just hack it again to just be like, yeah, you can't use Harpy cards and you can't use Destiny Hero cards. And it just so happened to work out with the current story I was doing. But originally was not the plan. Yeah, a lot of people didn't like Phoenix Enforcer. Definitely super cracked out card. Yeah, it's fun writing the crash outs because, like, I feel in a way it kind of just makes things a little more real. Because, like, everyone's had those moments where they're like, that card's awful. That card's busted as hell. I'll tell you who I'm not a big fan of is this fucking guy right here. This guy's awful. But we can finally get in on him. Oh no, I made a mistake. Okay, we want to go here. Actually, you know what? We're just gonna eat the damage. Just get in on this guy. Sorry there, Gene. It is not my intention to, make you test your patience against meta. I just want to make people laugh. What? Why are they driving me nuts? What are they doing? That is no bueno. Yes. Camula in Duel Links? quite the situation. I don't know. Initially, I'm not gonna lie, I never intended to become one. The thing was, you know, I started making stories with, like, AI stuff, and, you know, I just had, like, a few ideas. One of them, like, one of the stuff I did alongside, like, the early Yu-Gi-Oh stuff was I did, like, Final Fantasy X. And then just, you know, similar to, like, what I do with, you know, my stuff is, like, I would just, like, poke fun at parts of the story with, you know, characters I really like. It just so happened that, you know, I uploaded the Yugi and Joey video and it got attention, and so, like, I had already done a little bit of experimenting with, like, tier lists and whatnot. I was like, you know, it'd be fun to do, like, Yugi, Joey, and Kaiba doing a tier list. I did not expect for a second that it would take off like it did. That was crazy to me. So yeah, like, I'm glad it worked out too, and part of me, like, you know, I think part of the reason why, you know, the break needed to happen was, like, one, I was working a lot more, but simultaneously I was getting hit by a bit of burnout. So when I came back, I resolved to do other things. So, like, that's why, like, when I stream, I mix it with non-Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, because it was never my intention to ever be a sole, like, Yu-Gi-tuber. Because, like, there's a whole bunch of, like, other stuff I want to do, but simultaneously, it's what a lot of people subscribed here for, so I try to do a nice balance of, like, you know, what works for me, but what also works for other people too. And yeah, I have no intention of, like, not doing them anymore, so. I have a lot of fun ideas for them. So. I've been thinking of doing, like, other, like, comedy videos with, like, other franchises. It would just, like, I don't know. It would depend on a lot of things. Like, I do want to make YouTube my career eventually, but I want to do it my way, I guess is the best way to say it. Because, like, you know, I got partnered pretty fast, but, you know, I don't like ads. I debated putting them up. Decided not to do that, really. I think there's maybe, like, one video that I tried it with, and then, like, I don't know. So, like, I'd rather just, like, make it via, like, members and Patreon and streaming. So, if I can get away with, like, making it my career without having to resort to ads, then that's what I want to do. Because I like that I'm entertaining people. Like, you know, I've had some people tell me that my videos have helped them through some difficult times in their life. So it is definitely something I want to keep doing. I just want to make sure also that, like, I'm doing it a way that I'll feel good about. We are just eating damage this round. That's unfortunate, but that's the way the cards got drawn. This is called Fights in Tight Spaces. It is a deck building game. You're one versus many, and you get to build a different deck of different martial arts moves, and you go try to John Wick your way to the top. I love Super Hot. Yeah, I may play Master Duel again. We'll see. I do sort of. I only really started doing it, like, for streaming. I was looking at things again last night just to see, like, how feasible it would be for me to, like, build a deck again that I like. And, like, I was able, with the current cards I had, because I think I had been, like, pulling just, like, on and off while I was on my sabbatical. And I was able to get, like, a lot of the new Blue Eyes support. Nice, Aaron. Yeah, I was showing when because this is the first stream I've done a face reveal for, because I said I would do it when we reached 10,000. I was showing off my decks earlier, and I was, I used the 3 starter deck Kaiba Blue Eyes in that deck. I do have alternate arts of Blue Eyes, but I actually really like, you know, I like Kaiba. He's my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh character. And so, like, I like the art that he has for his Blue Eyes. So, like, when I run Blue Eyes decks, I usually gravitate towards the art Kaiba has. But I do have, you know, I have the other, like, Legend of Blue Eyes art. I have the Takahashi art. I have a lot, but my favorite is the OG. Okay. Yeah, this is... We just wail on this guy. That's what we do. Alright, good. No drinks for me. I am completely confused on why they would sleep on Jet Dragon. Jet Dragon was one of the cards I did use when I was playing Master Duel, and yeah, I don't know how you sleep on that card. The bouncing, the easily jumps back out of the grave via destruction. Like it's too good. I did also use Twin Burst. I kept one copy of Twin Burst in the deck. Tyrant Dragon's great too. I think we upgrade Hammer Fist. I think that's the next... Yeah, nothing here that I really want, so... Hammer Fist it is. Yeah, that trap immunity is great, and the ability to recycle traps. I actually also liked using the, what was it, Ultimate Engine of Destruction, I think it was? Just for the mass immunity you can throw on a lot of blue eyes, and then be able to crash into things and destroy them. And when you get Tyrant, I mean, Tyrant can't use it, but he can repeatedly bring it back to keep your other blue eyes in the fight. Hey, man. I think you should meet this person. Oh, that's right, you're push immune. Okay, so I think... Ooh, I think we have to actually eat that damage. Yeah, we'll have to. Okay. That sucks quite a bit, but we gotta deal with it. Ick. Oh no, I wasn't paying attention. side. Alright, there we go. No, we can just upgrade this. I love having a lot of decks. Like, I've always loved variety. I actually don't understand why people like Bastion just weren't more common in the show. You figure with, like, the level of care and love, like, a lot of players have for the decks, that just be like, yeah, I want more. I want to make more of those. Ugh. Alright, so I think we got... This guy's gonna be a pain to deal with. 'Cause I can't nudge him. Bro just like spawned into getting wrecked. Deal with Ninja Man. and an injury. We move there, he backsteps on me. So we gotta wait. I'll take 2 extra damage. Is that all? Yeah, I could always see why Bubble Man was a nod. He looked close enough. He's happy, Batman. Oh, are they? He gonna fall out of the plane? Yep, he fell out of the plane. my god. Like I died so fast. We're just gonna have to eat this because this guy needs to go. And we did it. And look, we reached max level. Okay. We will wind down for a little bit because I need to eat dinner soon, and then I gotta get to work on the video for next week. So I hope you guys have had fun tonight. It's been nice chilling. I'll be streaming again tomorrow, around this kind of time. It'll be a bit earlier. I started streaming at around like 5:30 PST. So it'll be in that ballpark tomorrow. Might do a little bit of like Arc 5, Tag Force, and just like throw some duels on. We could always also have, because I like doing the CPU versus CPU on that game. I've been thinking of having people send me decks in Arc 5 to upload and have the computer fight each other with them. Because like I've done a lot of like structure deck tournaments. I've done character tournaments. But I don't know, if viewers are down, it might be fun to just have them throw their decks at each other and see if a bad AI can pilot their deck to victory. Okay, and we made it through the whole stream without any dropped frames. Cool. I'll have to put a disclaimer of just like, I don't want people to like get upset because an AI like makes their deck look bad. I'll just have to be like, here's a disclaimer. AI may make your deck look awful because they are dumb. Please only submit deck if you are okay with your deck looking dumb because an AI doesn't know how to pilot it. You liked the Duelist Kingdom rules one? That's good. I had fun with that one too, and I sort of voice act in that one. Mokuba's Pegasus performance is actually... I recorded lines for it, and then I had the AI mimic my performance and in Mokuba's voice. So the over-the-top way Mokuba talks in that video is layered over my performance. That's right, Joey boy. Yeah. Yeah, the the process is fun. It's crazy sometimes. Sometimes I am like literally finishing things up um right before the release schedule. Like it was funny because like I had done a few videos in advance and like so I was releasing them and I was already working on the video before. But then like I was like, oh, I should do a compilation of the old tier list videos because I'm releasing tier list 7. And so like I went through the major like compilation video actually has like a couple of corrections, and then it was also fun because there's that whole section of like tier list 5 where time's getting all distorted and messing up because of paradox, and in the compilation it's edited to what it looked like from the other character's perspective, where Yugi's just like saying random stuff because you're not getting the storyline context anymore. Because I wanted the compilation just focused on like just focused on talking about the cards, because there are some people that like all my stuff, and then there are some people that specifically are there for the tier list videos. So that video was, in a way like a nod to them. Yeah, so I remember I made a correction or two in the tier list thing. But yeah, like I wound up putting subtitles on that, and then like everyone really loved the subtitles. And then, but there was a bunch of people that were like, "Hey, could you like color code these? Like they're okay." And then there are some people that are like, "Hey, bright red on dark black isn't good for my eyes." I was like, "Oh, okay." So like the tier list 7 video, I had to make like a bunch of corrections on because I had already done subtitles. The video that just released today, I did corrections on because I originally did it with like everyone with the same subtitles. But then, I went back and I was like, okay, well, color coded, but there's also so many characters in the if decks could talk. So I was like, okay, I don't know if I can have unique color coding and have that work for everyone. So I'll just have all the dual monsters just have a baseline text, and I'll just put a name over who's talking. Yeah, a lot of people really really liked the Joey versus Merrick, which was great. I also it was nice how much people liked the triple god card summon, because like I can see the metrics and like where people watch the videos the most. And if I go to Paradox 1, I can see that when the triple god summon happened, there's a huge spike in viewership. Yeah, Kaiba versus Pegasus just kind of has to be funny by nature. Pegasus is a very funny character, um, and he knows just how to push Kaiba's buttons. So, yeah, yeah, and that was something. There's a little tidbit coming up actually, like Pegasus would be baffled because that Pegasus won Duelist Kingdom and got it all, and then never formed a working relationship with Kaiba. And so he would probably be super confused as to why Blue Eyes has all this crazy support. Yeah, I wanted Bakura, the idea was that they were supposed to be duelists that won in their timeline. So I wanted most of the ones that were dueling the main cast to have special cards. So I was like, well, um, I could do Merrick with like Raw again, But then I was like, well, maybe we just give an exception and he loses Ra, and then he just goes in and grabs the Sacred Beasts and uses those instead. And a lot of people seem to like that. And so with Bakura, it was kind of the same deal of just like, I knew about the Wicked Gods because I had played against them in some locals. And, I knew they were kind of a big deal in the manga. And so I was just like, well, I like to give nods to the manga where I can. Primarily, I grew up on the dub. It is ridiculous and silly, and it's what got me into Yu-Gi-Oh! So I usually base like a lot of my writing and whatnot off the dub, which is also why some of the monster voices in Talking Decks were super like out there, inappropriate, and like wild. Like Raging Flame Sprite talking as he did. I know I've gotten a comment from someone that was like, I really don't think Raging Flame Sprite should have a New Yorker accent. And I was like, yeah, he probably shouldn't, but good chance 4Kids would have done something like that. So, I chose a lot of like voices that I thought would be fun for that video. And I actually almost thought that video flopped, because, I do premieres because I like watching things with everyone and seeing how they react. And the stream or the premiere for Talking Decks was so quiet. And I was like, I might have missed with this one. But then, like I step away from the computer and I come back, and then I just got all these message pings just saying like, man, I really love this. Please don't let Jaden retire. I've gotten so many messages of please don't let Jaden retire. I love this series. Please keep going. So I was like, oh, okay. I guess it was okay. So yeah, I'm glad that video wound up doing okay. Well, he is going to be retired for a little bit, not like super long. But I have Jaden and Friends with the Booster tier list series coming up next week. And then I have a skit after that I've been working on. So I think there's going to be 2 skits after the next tier list video. No, Dark Side of Dimensions hasn't happened in this timeline because it hasn't needed to. I've thought about changing to the Dark Side of Dimensions like Duel Links like models, but the one problem is I don't think there's a Yami Yugi for that. There's no Atem, and like there's models for just about everyone else, but I don't think there's an Atem Duel Links for Dark Side of Dimensions. So I think I'm ultimately just going to stay on the models that are there. But one of the skits, I won't say too much, is a prequel to the whole thing. Well, kind of. I guess technically Yugi versus Joey was the prequel. But I'm thinking there's going to be a video that takes place after that maybe shows what happened at the Millennium Duel in this timeline. And also because in my head it was just kind of funny of like, well, what if Yugi did botch it here? It's kind of sad, but I think I can write it in a way that it's also still kind of funny. And not terribly super depressing. Kaiba should have beat Yugi in Dark Side of Dimensions or some other time. In Battle City, that definitely would have been like, it would have swerved the audience, that's for sure. Because you potentially have either Merrick versus Kaiba in the finals, and then you have potentially Joey versus Kaiba in the finals. Yeah, no, there's a part of me that wonders if Kaiba actually had something against Yugi and Darkseid because they make the life points pause on 100. I know plenty of people have like analyzed the duel and they were like, there's no way he could possibly have anything other than like a face down, I think polymerization or something like that. But it stopped on 100. So there's still that part of me that is like, well, they've messed up before. It is entirely possible he had something else, but it doesn't really matter. Oh, like I think the story still works out better. Um, that Yugi did win, but it just would have been cleaner if they just made his life points hit 0 instead. Now, Dark Side of Dimensions is great. It was a whole lot of fun. Okay, well, I am gonna be signing off for the night. I will be streaming again tomorrow if you guys want to come chill and have the time. And yeah, I gotta get to work on videos. I gotta eat a super, super late dinner. And yeah, it was nice talking with you guys. Thanks for chilling. It was fun. And I'll catch you either tomorrow, next week, or in the comments section. So have a good night, guys.